Hello folks, just testing the audio for the moment. Can you hear me fine? Is the music too loud or my voice too low? Just let me know if, for those of you that are in the chat. Hi Cosmic D again, and hi, hey Nelson, nice to see you around. You so Deadpool, yeah. Yeah, everything fine. And then I'm going to start. Today I'm going to start with something different because we are been working on actually this. I'll show you here. This is our backtracking system. As you can see, we still have 62 open bags that we have in our list to do, and so far around 126 closed. So what I'm going to do is, on Steam you can already play Alpha Build 0673 that was released about 1 week ago on Sunday, and this coming Sunday you will get to play build 0.674, and for that one we had, let me show you here, for that one we had several bags that were sent to us on Steam. Thank you guys for that. And some of the bags that we decided to implement because we wanted to. We already have some of them closed, and some of them are still open, and we still have work to do. But basically what I would like to do today is to test the the current alpha build 0674, and I will play test it. I will see if we can identify any new bugs compared to what we were expecting to see, that nothing has broken. After that, which I guess will take me around maybe 30-35 minutes, 40 depending on how much I have to replay the levels, I'll probably go on to implement some of the bugs. Alright, let's jump into it. And yeah, obviously feel free to ask any questions in the chat. Just let me 1 second. I'll announce on Steam that we are live also. Alright. So let's get into it. Let me find the current build. Yep. By the way, any of you in the chat has played the build on Steam already or not? I know you Cosmic have played it. Thanks for that. Okay. I'm just checking that the menus are not broken. Okay, I can go back. Yeah, cool. I think for some reason today, every time I want to check the chat, it's exiting me from the game. Let me try in a different way. 1 second. Feel free to ask any question, I'm fine with it. That's what we are actually here for, so. Just a moment, let me adjust this. Okay. Alright. That should be better. Now I should be able to... Yeah, now I'm able to see the chat and see the game at the same time, which is much nicer. Let me read what you were saying. Yep, it's okay. In leveling, you can rank your ship. All right. Regarding data cubes, what we discussed about the data cubes in the past, and the data cubes we are placing actually 3 in each of the levels, and they are supposed to be in difficult to pick up locations, or in somehow a bit hidden. And the idea is that they will account for the rank that you will obtain at the end of the level. So it's kind of a bit of a meta game, if you will, in the sense that you play the game for obviously to beat the level, but this will also allow you to replay the level to be able to get let's say a perfect in the mission report after you play a level. Not only that, but if you unlock the 3 data cubes in the level, you will also unlock a piece of extra story and extra art that you will have in the database of the game. So this was actually explained at some point in one of our Kickstarter updates. That's just for you to see at the moment. Oh, if I press pause there, you don't see it. Okay, there. So this is this item at the bottom that I didn't pick up. That's one of the data cubes. So there are 3 in each level, and if you pick them all up, you have chances to get a perfect in the level. So that's regarding data cubes. Vera is, let me show you. It's easier if I die. You see that little robot there that's talking to you? That's Vera. That's the virtual entity for rapid action, and it's your companion. It plays a big role in the story, and it's somehow your AI, and it helps you with the controls of the ship. And why do we have her in the menu? The question is because as it's your AI and it's part of the ship, it will be like your computer, where you will be able to access every cutscene, and you will be able to access information on the different ships. You will be able to access basically all sorts of background and story that you are unlocking as you progress through the game. So that will be Vera, and it's one of the characters in the game. Oh. Okay. As you see now, I died. Let me see if I can pause and show it. I found another bug. You see on the left side of my ship at the moment I have kind of a thruster effect enabled, and that shouldn't be enabled because it should only enter when you change course. So when you are going right and all of a sudden you decide to go left, it should enter, and the other way around for the other side. But I died and then the animation got stuck. This is one of the bugs that we have in the list. Let's see if killing myself fixes the issue. Well, it seems that now at least I'm yeah, so depending on how I die, it seems that the animation gets cut off at some point. Let me minimize this. Yeah. No overall rank, ship rank like I thought. Rank 4 will just be able to get per level depending on how good you do. Yeah, exactly. Depending on how good you do, and that's not just score. It's counting several things. When I reach the mission report, I will explain exactly what are the rules to get a higher rank. In the current alpha that you have in 0.6.3 that it's on Steam, the mission report is buggy. It's actually not working, and is even accounting for more destruction than than normal. And so yeah, the ranks are per level, and they account for how good you have completed the level. you could think of it as kind of bronze, silver, gold, platinum, things like that. Hey Stan, stop playing and do some work. I'm doing some work. I'm trying to see if there are bugs in the last things that we have implemented over the previous days. If there are bugs that we have introduced by fixing other bugs, let's say, because that's one of the things that usually happens. We fix one bug and then 10 other ones happen. Okay, shield is working. If I take a hit. Shh, Stan, you shouldn't talk about that. We have not revealed that info yet. By the way, this guy that you see here now in the chat with a fancy chat name, it's SWETQ. That's Stan, and that's one of the artists in the team. That's the guy that is doing all these fancy effects, all the heads-up display, menus. So you can also ask him whatever you like. Well, maybe you can ask this question. I think is more for Stan actually, if you don't mind replying. Okay, I'm at the mission report now, and I have obtained a rank 3 out of 4, which is not very good. I didn't do so good, and I'll explain a bit how the ranking goes. Basically, you have these 4 parameters here: the percentage of enemies destroyed, the drive cores that you arrived at the end of the level with, so basically how many lives you lost. If you lose 0, you will end up the level with the 5 lives intact. We account also the energy warning, so every time you get an energy warning because you are fighting too much and not jumping to the other side when you should, we catch those warnings and they are accounted as a penalty against you. And then the amount of data cubes you have obtained. So we take all of that together, and based on how good you do on all that, your rank will be 1, 2, 3, or 4. So being 1 the best rank. Yeah, there you go with the answer, Cosmic. But what we can tell is that we are rethinking the heads-up display. Still nothing decided, but especially for modern, we should consider how we display this information to you, because it's true that now when you play modern, you have no way of knowing that that you have 4 hits left. By the way, we implemented this. By the way, we have implemented. If you see at the top right corner now, you can skip the cutscene completely. Without, if you've already seen it and you want to play ahead, you can do that. Yeah, I don't know. There's one guy that should do that and fix and polish a bit more the warping cutscene. But it's cool for the moment, I think. The hologram loop is awful. Yeah, we actually I forgot to tell you, Stan. We got a direct email today instead of posting on Steam forums the feedback. Somebody wrote us an email with some more feedback, and they asked about that, about the looping in some of the cutscenes in the first one also where there is the big hologram of Nice planet size. At the end of it also the looping is kind of strange. It cuts and just repeats. Will there be audio voices too? That's something we are still undecided. We are talking to some people that, as you can probably hear me, I'm not native English speaker, and we have no native English speaker in the team. So doing the voice acting today would sound kind of silly. So we are talking to some partners that could provide voice acting, some companies, and depending on budget mainly, we will decide what we do at the end of the development. Because we would like to implement all the rest of the features. So most probably we will do it. It's high on our list, but not sure yet. Okay. That was close. Okay, what happened there? This is still definitely buggy. We have 101%. Yeah, we were talking about. I was also talking about voice acting for Jack and all the other characters. Yeah, this would be much nicer with voice acting for sure. Yeah, 101 destroyed enemies. That's a bug that we have. Alejandro is working on it. That's actually here. This one. So let's continue with level 1.4. See if there is nothing extra that we have to fix. I made these guys a bit faster, as you can see. So now they track you a bit more. And probably I will make them even a bit faster. Player bullets are also, enemy bullets I mean, are also a bit faster in this alpha now. Jump scenes should be made skippable. Probably yes, probably not. It will depend. At the moment, we don't need it because the game loads really fast. If we ever need it as a load screen, we would use that as the loading screen. But yes, we could make it skippable at the moment. Hey Nelson, how are you doing? Yeah, it's been a while. How's life? Are you still streaming or I have to say I lost track. What are the other modes like pacifier? Yeah. Hey, Bob. Nice to see you around. So the other modes that we have at the moment, we have modern and arcade, and the main difference between modern and arcade is the difficulty, because in arcade you have this is what I'm playing now. You have 1 hit per life unless you pick up the shield, and then you have the shield after you pick it up. In modern, as you know, you play with 4 hit. Oh, come on! With a 4 hit shield. Then we have pacifism, not pacifier, and pacifism is about playing the game, but that time without actually being able to shoot. So it's just teleporting and dodging. And then we have 1 credit cleared, and 1 credit cleared is for people that really like the arcade experience, where when you were playing in arcade you had no save states, you have no save games, you were just playing from start to finish. So that's what we want to replicate with 1 credit clear. So you will have just 3 lives for the whole game. If you die, you go back to the very beginning of the game. It's for those really that are hardcore players and want to go for really hard experience. Then other modes we thought about is in this build we still don't have a boss at the end of the levels, but in boss mode you will be able to play against all the bosses one after the other. So once you finish the game and you have beat all the bosses in the game, you will be able to enter a special level where you will play one boss after the other. Yeah, Max and Stan are doing a really great job with the art. Every time we put out an alpha, it's getting better and better in that respect. Backgrounds are better, yes. But not only, and I'm also really happy with all the new effects that we have now. They are tiny things, but they add a lot to the game. Yeah, Stan, what are you doing in the chat? Go work. You are the UI designer. You should be doing work, not chatting here. I will have to end up doing the UI myself in PowerPoint otherwise. And you know, if I take PowerPoint, no. So will there be other weapons that offer a bit of other gameplay? Yes and no. By that I mean that we don't plan to add a lot of extra fancy weapons, because we want to keep the gameplay a bit under control in that sense. So we will probably add a couple more weapons in terms of power-ups, but not much more. And then what we will add are more things in the levels that we still cannot reveal, that will change a bit the gameplay. And okay, why did the level ended there? That should not happen, that's a bug. I was still playing. Let's try again. So in terms of weapons, no, we don't plan to add many more weapons. There will be probably another 2 power-ups. But what we will do is we will add things in the levels, as I said, that will change the style of gameplay. And we are planning to add a second ability. You've seen, I mean, we have the teleport, we have the inverse when you play level 2-4. So after, that's what we want to do actually. After you finish a certain amount of levels, you will unlock a new ability for the Manticore, and then you will have that ability enabled for the rest of the levels that are coming afterwards. And what we are doing is that those abilities are useful or are key to be able to beat the levels that come afterwards, in the sense that without those abilities it's impossible or really difficult to complete one of the levels that is after you have unlocked this ability. So at the moment we have, of course, since the beginning, the ability to teleport from side to side, and we have in level 2-4, I will show later, the inverse drive, as you know. And there is still one other ability that we have not implemented, and we are still undecided in what to do about that one, so I don't want to spoil it yet. But will probably come after World 3. Yeah, I broke the game. That's what I'm doing today, breaking the game as much as possible and see what's going on with this build, so that when you get it, it's not as broke. That's another thing that we wanted to discuss. I will probably post an announcement this Sunday. Okay, now the game finished properly. We'll probably post it this Sunday when we release the new alpha on Steam. We are working now on a 2-week development cycle. I see my webcam is doing crazy stuff. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't realize that my web was cut off. You think, Stan, it doesn't look good? Yeah, what we want, we've been very open about this since the beginning. We don't want to do just another shoot 'em up like the rest that are in the market, because there are a ton of them and they are good already. So why do another one? Okay, that chip should not be there that way. So in that sense, we want to do something different, and that's what we said since the beginning, that we don't want to do just a shoot 'em up where you have big amount of weapons and you just have different enemies. So we want to create a bit of a different experience. So that's why we are, instead of playing with power-ups and with weapons, we are playing a bit more with abilities. And for some reason now my game is lagging and I don't know why. I see the game stuttering. Let me restart it. Okay. So here in level 2-4 you start to see a bit what we want to do after this level, and okay, this level is lagging. That's new. See you later, Nelson. Thanks for passing by. Hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you again next time. Okay, this level start ringing a bit. So here is a nice trick that you can do. I like to do that. Ah. Okay. So in this level you see already that we are playing with this kind of gates and switches, and this is the kind of things that we want to do after this level. Okay, that's bad. Also these rocks that are spinning here, I mean, they are nice for the gameplay, but I would like to replace them with something different. I know it's a space game and it's a video game, we can do whatever we want in the end, but it's kind of silly to have asteroids in that kind of formation rotating that way. The big asteroids of doom. Okay, so if I die, it seems I can. Is this level only that is kind of making game stutter. Not doing so good right now. No, well, I'm back testing, so I'm actually playing. I'm not playing for score or concentration. I'm just trying to find as many bugs as possible. Yeah, I need to dodge much more. Actually, it's funny. I'm the one that kind of brought the idea of doing a shoot 'em up, because I used to play shoot 'em ups when I was a kid, and I was kind of the best in the team at the game. But now Alejandro beats the crap out of me for some reason. Okay, so there's something going on with level 2-4 apparently, because this one is definitely not lagging, or at least not the way the other one. I mean, I'm streaming, so that's obviously taxing my PC beyond what normally happens. So you know how the best way of taking that shield? This way. Whenever you see a rock formation like that, that is difficult to cross or whatever, normally it's designed in a way that if you go to the other side, position your teleport target and go. It's much easier than if you navigate the obstacle. Let me read. Talking about yeah, somebody brought up that proposal besides you in the past of using one trigger for each side. But when we designed it to us, it felt more really like a jumping button, not like two buttons that you assign to each one of the sides. But we don't discard it, I have to say, because in the end we will be able to remap buttons, so it could be a possibility. The only issue I see with that is that we were kind of planning to use the left trigger for another ability that we have not implemented yet. So we will see if, depending on how we go about implementing that activity, that ability, we will see if we can use that left and right trigger to select the side that you are using. I have to say also that at the moment we have the inverse drive on the left bumper, but to me it actually feels more natural when I have it mapped to the left trigger. So that's another possibility. I guess it's a matter of preferences. And there's something wrong at the end of the level. There's a second time that I finished the level and I've not beaten all the enemies. So that's a new bug that we didn't have in the list. So in terms of let's say new abilities, I'm not talking weapons, what would you like to see in the game in further levels? Is there something like crazy ideas that you say, I would like to see these? I didn't want to die in there. So what do you say? Vulnerability for a short moment, being in two dimensions at once, essentially giving you one ship that you can sacrifice. That is more like a power up. I guess you mean a real ability that is always present. Yeah. What I'm talking about is we are thinking about abilities that once you unlock them, they are available for you after the level that has been unlocked. So in this case, for the inverse drive, after you complete level 2-4, you will have the inverse drive ability from them on. So for the next levels, that's what we are thinking on. And so yeah, having invincibility for a short moment is kind of a power up, because it has to be like for a short moment. It cannot be that you are invincible for the full level. Let's see if I can unpause the game and not eat that bullet. Shit. Okay, I have to change that checkpoint position because you respawn directly on a rock. That cannot be. Oh, come on. What are you doing, David? By the way, did you guys catch the notification that we sent on Steam just like an hour ago when we started the stream? It's the first time we used that feature in Steam to announce an event. Oh, okay. This laser seems to be solid. I have to check that also. Bullets should cross it. Yeah, now I'm going to die against it. Cool. Yeah, but Twitch notifications only work if you are following us, so that's cool of you guys that you are following. I wanted to test this feature in Steam where you can raise an event and then everybody that has the game sees the notification. Okay, I'm getting back to the main menu. I'm going to play now a bit in modern mode. See how is that. By the way, this the last bug, I think it was you, Cosmic, that mentioned that in one of the lasers you were not dying. You actually die, but the issue is actually that in modern the impacts are not really visible. What happens is when you get an impact in modern, it takes 1/4 one hit out of your shield, and your shield will flash a tiny bit as it shows you that you have been hit, but obviously it's not enough because it's really subtle, so you don't realize it. So we have to make that more evident that you have been hit. I just realized, for example, that the gamepad is not vibrating, and it should. That's something we are implemented. Yeah, that's true. For modern, we need a way to tell how much shield left do you have. So we will find a solution for that for sure. Do you play more? What mode do you prefer more? Do you like more arcade, so one hit, one life, or you prefer to play modern? For me, the default mode is arcade. I prefer to play in arcade, where shield is just a power up that gives you one extra hit, and you don't have it by default. Yeah, just see, I got hit one time and I barely noticed. So here, yeah, you can barely see that. Alright. Okay, I think I'll play this level and then I'll move to Unity and see what's going on with some of these bugs that we just saw. I really don't like this song. I see, so you prefer modern then? Yeah, we wanted to make the game hard, but not impossible, so that's why we went with different kind of settings, so that to each its own, you know? We see people that already now on arcade they say that it's too easy. I mean, obviously the first levels are very easy, that's how it's supposed to be. And there are still plenty of levels to come, so we have to be careful on how we approach difficulty, not to go too hard at the beginning, because otherwise by the end of it will be impossible. I'm not saying... In theory, after you select to play one level, we should see this, the game controls that we have on default now, and then cutscene, correct, and then warp. I will make this one skippable also, and then the level itself. But so for level 1, 2 it works. For level 1, 3, okay. Controls. Then cutscene. I'll skip it. Then warp. And then the level. But I think for 4 it's not happening. Oh yes, here it's happening. I have the... Or maybe... I think it didn't happen when I completed level 1-3 and I went to 1-4. That the controls were not shown. I think that's the problem, the real problem. Let me see. Let me try level 2. Okay. So from the menus it seems that it's working, at least until level 2. It's in the correct game flow. And 2-4 also. By the way, now the game supports also Xbox One gamepad. I'm playing with that with one now. Okay. Yeah, we are working on implementing that one also. That one should be added to the list. Not this weekend. It will not go into the next build, but probably in the one after we will try. Do you like it, the Steam controller? Is it how is it? I guess it's I don't have one. Alejandro has one that he uses for testing. I have not tried it yet. I'm actually considering it, but I was very used to the Xbox 360 controller, and now the Xbox One controller, I feel it a bit more like kind of a better iteration of the Xbox 360 controller. So I didn't feel the need to go with the Steam controller, and I don't play many games that require mouse input, so I heard that it's really good when you want to play a game that is meant for mouse input, but you want to still use a gamepad. So that's why I haven't tried it. I've tried the Steam Link though. That's a good one. I like it. It's really cheap, and it allows me to play games somewhere else in the house without moving my PC there. Okay, reading the chat and dodging the bullets here, it's difficult. The great thing you can do with SP is set the gyro to the mouse lock, and that is actually the most natural. Oh. But I heard it only works, which I guess it's kind of normal, with Steam games, right? So if you don't have Steam enabled, you cannot play a game with the Steam controller. Okay, now I want to see, after I complete this level, I want to see if it's showing me the control scene, where you can see the gamepad options. Okay, mission report. Okay, I did quite good this time. Perfect, rank 1. Yeah, it's not showing me the controls. It only shows them when you launch a level from the menu. That's something we have to change. Okay. Ooh, playing StarCraft with the controller, that's some high-level business, I guess. I assume playing the campaign it could be possible, but I don't know. Playing against a real person when they have the advantage of keyboard. Hey! Yeah, I guess that's the thing. Once you start needing a lot of buttons where you have to map spells, abilities, and different commands, I guess nothing can replace a keyboard. Okay, guys. I think I'm going to call it a day for today. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I found several other bikes that were not in our list, and I'll add them afterwards, and I will start looking at them and see if we can include some of those into the next build for this Sunday. Okay, I hope you had a nice time, and I hope to see you again next week after you have played the Alpha 0674. See ya, guys. Bye.